What is going on, football fans? It's your boy Lolo. I'm in my new little setup I got going on in the corner, but it's so good to see you guys here on a Friday night. Everybody in the comment section, I've been cracking up at your comments already. Very good to see who kicked it off. I think it was Anders had the first one this morning when I posted the link, and then Ben Ireland was second, I'm sure. But good to see everybody in the comment section. Mo Master, Jimmy, Anders, once again, Saul, I see you in there from Australia, Scott Newby. Good to see everybody. It's another Friday. We've had no Premier League to look forward to this weekend, but we have had some international action. So we'll be talking about all of that. But the sound that I've been craving for a few hours now, at the very least, if not the past few days, is this sound right here. Happy Friday. You know it, you love it. Cheers. Cheers to all of you all from all over the world who are watching and who will be watching. Whatever you're doing, take a moment out of the day to tell yourself that you're awesome and you made it through another week, and have a beer or whatever you want. So before I get too pontificate, let me bring in my lovely and talented co-host, Mr. Mark. How are you doing, Mark?
I'm doing good. We starting the show early. Are you still in makeup? Because it looks like you're sitting in the makeup chair.
What are you talking about? This is my makeup room. This is where I do happy hour from.
This is my makeup room. That's amazing. Most women I know they just have a table. You have an entire room.
It's because you have to fit down here too. This is the makeup room for when we're out on the actual Stoop. You know, this is Friday nights, behind the scene access. You know, How y'all doing?
Well,
one second, no autographs.
Let me join the show properly.
Love it.
That's gonna taste good.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
Hey, cheers, Director John. Happy Friday.
I can't leave until Mark takes. Here you go.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Cheers to all of y'all. Mr. Tom, I see, joined us. Well, Mark, it's very good to see you and talk to you. It's been very odd to not see you in person like 4 or 5 times this week.
I tell you. So, but that'll change soon enough. We'll get back rolling again, and I for one am looking forward to U.S. and Mexico, and that's at the end of happy hour, I believe.
Yes, it is at 9:00 tonight. I was thinking about we should just go live and do like a watch along of the U.S. Mexico match. And I was like, yeah, 4 or 5 hours down here instead of up with the kids.
I think your family would murder you.
No, with their stares. They would.
Right, exactly.
But Mexico, USA, very huge rivalry.
Yeah, and we've beat them twice this year.
Who's we? Who are you? Are you Mexican?
The U.S. The U.S.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't follow it as much. But maybe you know. Are you ready to get into football talk? Or is that what we're doing? We're done with the pleasantries?
I don't know.
Let's bring in. It's happy hour.
Is that what we're doing? It's happy hour. We can talk whatever we want.
No, I was just saying there's people waiting at the door, and the bouncer John is over there going
I say let's cut that velvet rope and let them all in.
All right, John, let the prettiest one in.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Class.
Hey, there he is. Look
Wayne!
at this guy.
Let him in.
Where'd you get these bouncers from? Cool, blimey, get him off of me.
He talks funny, but just let him in, man. He's all good. Wayne!
Oh, shit. Drink.
Ben, good to see you as well.
Good to see you.
Cheers.
Happy Friday, guys. We made it through another week.
Just a little Jack and Coke here, just a little one. I think this is the one that I finished off. That started right after we beat Liverpool.
Oh shit!
I was the pub I was watching it at had one Liverpool fan in the room, and he was not happy,
Yeah.
to say the least. He was. I think he groused the entire for the continuation of the match when he was looking for a red card that never came.
Oh,
The one that was it Declan Rice?
You know what? There was a whole bunch of stupid calls in that match. Let's be honest here. There was a bunch of daft as arseholes calls that shouldn't have been made. There was a bunch of calls that should have been made. I mean, how Salah doesn't have a gold medal, at least 3 gold medals for diving now in the Olympics. I do not know. So I mean, hello, excuse me, let me blow on you, Salah. Oh, I fell over.
yeah.
So
when your feet move
Jack
that
Grealish
fast,
didn't play that week, so.
I know, right? I
So
think he
somebody
must have
had to do
handed him his headband and stuck it in his pocket for bad luck or something.
somebody has to do it. Yo, but for real, like how are you? Oh, and for those of you guys in the Stoop crew who don't know, this is Wayne. He kind of likes West Ham, I believe.
Kind of, just a little bit.
And he's a British dude who lives in Texas, so that's cool. That's awesome. Hey John, we got him in the right spot as well. Well done there. Fucking killing it. You should have put it right over his face though, like just a button. But how's it been for you? We've been loving West Ham's play and doing it without Jesse Lingard, the dick move that I called last season. I said not a chance is shitty Man United going to let West Ham, who is now their direct competitor, have Jesse Lingard. They're going to Donny van de Beek him, and they did.
You're right. I mean, I think it's a little bit unfair saying that we're their direct competitor because they are under us in the table.
Because they are shit.
So they are completely shit, and of course we are massive.
Yo,
so
and you're
my belly is anyway. But
you're expanding as well.
It's good. It's brilliant. This is I'm loving all of these pundits saying, West Ham's going to come up a cropper because they're all saying they're massive and stuff. And I realize we're saying it tongue in cheek. It could all go arse over tip next week, and we'll be like, whatever, give us another drink. Here you go. Come on, it's just the same old West Ham. We don't care. We're just enjoying the ride while it lasts. That's what it boils down to.
Your song is Bubbles. We're blowing bubbles so high in the sky, just like our dreams, they die. Like, you know yourselves. You know
it's
who
reality,
you are.
mate. We're EastEnders. It's like this is what it is. It's like we live in one of those most richest cities in the world, and we live in a shithole in the city. The East End is not known for being a wonderful place. It isn't. So, but
I think Mr. Tom lives there. By the way. He does. That's where he keeps his dungeon.
Right. One of the issues that I've been having with all the commentators is they'll talk about West Ham as that surprising West Ham team or those upstarts, and I'm like,
no love.
Last year was the time for that. This year it's a lot different.
Can I ask you a question, Wayne? What was your thoughts on David Moyes' reappointment pre-COVID?
I hated it. I think, like most West Ham fans, we were up in arms. We went from a manager that was sold to us as the creme de la creme, Pellegrini, who turned out to be not even as good as Gandalf the Grey. He was brutal. He looked more like him. But he was a miserable old fart that didn't even turn up at trainings and used to let his assistant coaches take the trainings. And then I think we were all kind of hoping we were going to nab Rafa Benitez. I think that was most people were thinking Rafa Benitez or maybe Eddie Howe.
Yeah.
We were thinking about. And I was like most West Ham fans. I was like, oh, God, here we go, Moisey. And you know what? I'll eat my words until he starts to screw up. like any managers, what have you done for us lately, right? It's you can't be any different, right? Your manager's doing well for you, you love them, they're not, you hate them. It's just the way it is. So but he's done a phenomenal job. He's instilled a winning spirit in the team, and Yeah, I'm loving the geezer. I really am, and it's nice to see somebody that actually cares a little bit about the team, as opposed to somebody that doesn't look like they give a toss about anything except where the leather for his shoes came from.
Right. Let's be honest, it's not bad to watch football either, is it?
It's lovely. What's this
Hey,
winning
Ben, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ben.
Hey, don't any of you dare sing that song. We'll be sued. You gotta go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Ben.
Happy birthday. Happy. Yes, I work at TGI Fridays. Happy.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Happy birthday, Friday. Let's all have a toast to Ben Ireland.
Ben Ireland.
The king of the Alibi show.
It's technically Saturday, you see, so it's technically my birthday.
Yeah,
but,
that's why we set the show at 7 tonight, to make sure. Hey, Wayne, did you hear the story about Ben, by the way?
No,
the Alibi.
Which one?
The Alibi show. So he one morning, like sometime in the morning, his
early
door
hours.
gets chainsawed down, and the cops come busting in, and they arrest him and they wreck his place and bust up pipes and shit on accident, or who knows, on accident. Take him to jail. Yeah. 24 hours, not a word. The next day, after 24 hours, they finally let him know what he's there for, and they're like, Friday night, you said he's a Man United fan, the cop, so he's probably more like no, but he said Friday night at 3 a.m, or Friday night at whatever time, you assaulted a police officer and you threw a fucking bike tire at him and then you got away fast.
Was it a bike tire with the rim or without?
Apparently, it was a wheel. Yeah, a wheel.
Oh, okay.
It depends who you ask now, because he's only told me like 3 bits of this story and I'm totally elaborating the rest, but it's the way that it plays out in my head now. So here we go. This is how I tell everybody in Brooklyn. And he's like, what are you talking about? I didn't do that. What are you talking about? What time? And he's like, 1 o'clock in the morning at 1 a.m. And he's like, I was on fucking trivia with some guys from Brooklyn. Go to YouTube. Go look it on the Stoop with Lolo. And he's like, shut up. We're not watching your shitty YouTube channel, you prick. I'm a Man U fan. Or Ollie in. And he says, no, I was on the show. I swear to God. And it's live. It was live. I was there. We were doing trivia. I called in. My face is there. Look at the timestamp. Like, no, we're not going to watch it. We're not going to watch it. And then finally, one of the guys
at least smash a like.
Yeah, Ben had slid him a business card. So one of the guys went to take a shit, and he's like, "Oh, what's this show?" And he snaps it, and he goes, "The motherfucker was actually there. We got to let this boy out." Meanwhile, someone had just gotten hit with another bike tire at the same time he was in, so it couldn't have been Ben. Ben gets out.
It's a serial tire tosser.
Fucking crazy.
This tire tosser who looks just
sounds slightly
Ben.
perverse, doesn't it? A serial tire tosser.
I tell you.
You can't call him that anymore, Mark. You'll get canceled. You can't call
a lot of things I'm trying not to say
anymore. So they let him out. Yeah, so they let him out, but then they're like, but we found a nug of weed, so that's gonna be a $200 fine, and that's really why we got there. And sorry about your shit. Bye, bye. And they legged it. So he's stuck with a ticket and a fucking wrecked house.
Typical old Bill.
He got out because he was on the show. So Wayne, there you go. Providing
so if anybody could pop round and murder my soon-to-be ex-wife, I'd appreciate it. Okay.
You got like an hour.
And I'll have a great alibi.
Send her to Mr. Tom's dungeon. I'm sure you'll meet him later in his dungeon.
Right. Exactly. There he is.
Scary.
Man. But anyway, that's crazy, right? So there we go. We saved
pretty much.
Saved
That's
one
pretty
kid.
much how it happened and the gist of it.
Did they at least apologise, Ben?
I've had no apologies. No, they're just gonna get hit with a massive bill, so it's all good. I've told my mate. I've got my mate doing it. I've told him to charge what he wants.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That's right.
Serves him fucking right.
Good gosh.
But what Lolo failed to say is the Stoop generously created a GoFundMe page and paid my fine for me.
Oh, nice.
So we're a family here, and I appreciate that. So
these guys over in the comment section, bunch of them. So good family that we got here. The little Stoop.
Yeah, definitely to the Stoop crew.
Right. Definitely.
To the Stoop crew. Cheers.
Here's to him.
I'm already down a beer. That's only 15 minutes, 16 minutes. That's a decent amount of time for one beer. That's like that's not a Jack and Coke like you're having, like a Texas size one. So being in Dallas, being in Texas, what are the thoughts right now about the U.S. men's national team playing Mexico?
You know, it's interesting because the two of the FC Dallas players are going for the U.S. men's national team. You've got
Pepe, right?
Yeah, Pepe and David Ferreira. We've actually had David Ferreira on our podcast a couple of times. He's a good friend of the pod, and he's actually a Dallas Hammer. Comes and drinks in the pub with us. So we've known him for donkey's years. Him and
isn't he 17 though?
He's he just drinks a soda
the
in the
Alibi
pub.
Show just became the fucking busted show.
Exactly. Let me out. So
I've been drinking with a 17-year-old.
We've been trying to talk him into, like, for about 4 or 5 years now, into coming and playing the match when we play the local fire department, because we usually get beaten like 12-1. Because we're all fat and unfit Texans. We're really more into barbecue and beer than we are in the physical fitness. But it's going to be interesting because, like you said, Pepe's on a bit of a run right now. He's doing very well, and
he's from my hometown.
Davi's found his form recently.
Hometown, man.
So I'm looking forward to watching it. I got to be honest, I don't watch the US men's national team that much. Only when somebody I know is actually only when somebody I know is playing on it. That's about it. But
is Josh Sargent playing?
Who?
Josh
Sargent.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
because he's shit. If he's playing, you ain't scoring goals.
Well, listen,
he's awful.
It's not that he's shit. Norwich is shit. And only Fat Frank can come in and fix them.
He's pulled out, has he, today?
Oh, did he?
Apparently on Sky they're reporting that he's out the race. So
he is? I don't think that's the right fit for him. Do you? I just don't see it.
They were saying he's experienced. How's he experienced?
He's experienced with a pork pie or two.
Yeah,
that's about it.
He finished 6th with Derby County and then did fuck all with Chelsea. Apart from bring a few youth players through. Anyone can do that.
I know. I've never really liked Lampard. I don't like his coaching style. I don't like the fact that he worked with John Terry.
No, I don't like Fat Frank either. He's a privileged twat.
Yeah, big fat Frank, big fat Frank.
I used to be one of you.
Big fat Frankie Lampard.
Why did he leave? It's because you treated his uncle wrong, or
you know what? It's funny. Everyone hated him. I don't know quite why we all hated him. I think it's the East End sort of thing that you find someone that's a little bit privileged and they even though don't get me wrong, he was a brilliant player. But I think the fact that because there's only one Frankie Lampard, and that's Frank Lampard Senior.
Yeah, he actually came from the streets and
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And Frankie Junior is like, we all felt like he was sort of like working off his coattails, and Harry Redknapp, of course, who was his uncle and godfather, or God knows what else. But it just didn't sit right with the East End fans. It really didn't. So good luck to him. Goodbye. But we got rid of so many people back then.
What do you boys think of Rio? Scum bastard.
Rio is a total piece of shit.
Yes.
Rio Ferdinand. Total piece of shit. How they keep saying West Ham legend Rio, they can pull my dick off and stick it in a blender. It's ridiculous. He's no West Ham legend.
He just chased the money.
Anton's different. Anton's got some heart still for the club.
Yeah.
But Rio, it's like you said. You just said it, Ben. Chasing the money. That's it. That's all he's doing. And he's been trying to talk Declan Rice into leaving us for the past
I've played football with him on my dinner hour in my wellies. I used to be the gardener at Thorpe Arch training ground. We used to, the company, Bramble Down. And they had a separate pitch for the injured players. And it was my dinner hour. The ball came over to me. And there was Harry Kewell, spit on him. Michael Bridges, Michael Dewberry, Rio Ferdinand. And they had Nigel Martin in goal. I kicked the ball around 15 minutes in my wellies with him.
Oh gosh.
So,
yeah. I don't like the man.
No, I don't like the man. He had a nice car though. He had a nice car.
Oh, they all do, don't they?
Ferrari.
Can we just take a moment to go back to Ben spitting on his own couch?
I pretended. I went.
Oh, it sounded real. I thought I saw something. I was like, you must really. Like, I'm in a basement. At least I can spit on the floor.
He's got a picture of Rio Ferdinand on the couch.
Right.
He'll send the cleaning bill to the police.
Yeah.
He's like right now, hole in the wall. He's like, sorry, my lemonade's in there. I'm just trying to get it. So speaking of chasing the money, somebody that had a little bit of an issue over the summer and maybe should have chased the money a little bit, Mr. Harry Kane. Let's talk about him. He had a day today. Harry Kane.
Why today?
He had a hat trick.
I know, and he faces Leeds. He faces Leeds next, and I like to say it was only Albania, but if I say that, he's going to score a hat trick against Leeds, and
he's not going to do fuck all for Tottenham.
But will he? What I'm saying is, it just
do
like
you not find it funny how
Conte?
I just find it funny.
He went directly back into form.
Conte's took over, and it's like Harry Kane again.
No, because he wasn't. He's played 2 games. Harry Kane has played 2 matches already under Conte, and he's not been this. He goes to international, and Gareth Southgate.
Well, he got the service today. Let's be honest. He did get some good service.
Well. So this is the question I would like to ask. Are you, and Ben kind of already answered it, but you Wolves fan, you Hammer, me Gunner, you Leeds fan, are you a little bit concerned about Harry Kane finding some form coming up? This adds another stupid team into the mix.
Nope. I do not fear Harry Kane whatsoever. He does. It's very obvious that he does not.
I just think he's going to score.
Team that he's with, and he doesn't care. Where's the match? Is it?
It's at Tottenham.
It's at London Stadium, or no? Yeah. Tottenham Stadium.
Yeah,
I'm going to say what our newly picked up Chelsea defender Zuma said about Harry Kane when one of the pundits said, "Are you worried about having to cover Harry Kane?" And he says, "You know what?" He says, "I play against Mikel Antonio all week. Why would I be worried about Harry bloody Kane?"
Yeah,
I mean, the fact that he's Tottenham, I can't stand him just for that reason.
No, I understand that.
I mean, I hate Tottenham with a passion. But
I understand what you're saying there. He's one of them forwards that can just find that bit of space and conjure a goal out of nothing, isn't he? Yeah. But he's done well at it. You've got to give him credit for what he has done. I mean, every striker has an off period in the career, and I just hope he continues. It's just typical that he'll come back against Leeds. Trust me, it's just what happens.
I'm sure that he'll get back to the Premier League and he'll be playing just as shit as he's been playing for the past.
Yeah, you see, that's right. That's how I see it.
I wonder if he'll play the next game, because there's no need, is there? It's just, will he rest him?
Did England qualify?
England were qualified anyway.
Yeah, we're
so
qualified. Yeah. We're always in a. Let's be honest. We're always in a weak group. We've got, what was it, Moldova, Albania, and East Czechoslovakia or something.
But I mean, other than the first half tonight, you look at teams. We struggle to beat shit teams, whereas all the other big teams stuff them 6, 7, 8-0. We're 2-0 and it's coming last 70 minutes, in last 20 minutes. Do you know?
Do you think it's because Gareth Southgate uses that though as an opportunity to try other people out and try things out that he can't try against the bigger teams?
Why did we get to a final? Because it's the Ollie situation, isn't it? He did well, and then he gets another contract, and I didn't want to get to the final because I wanted rid of Gareth Southgate, because I think with the players we've got, with a ruthless coach, we could be a good team, a world-beating team.
I think he lacks that. He's a defending coach. Let's be honest here. That's all he cares about. But I'll give him this. I didn't like the appointment when he first came on board. All I thought about was him missing penalty kicks when he was a player. I was like, how could you get him on there? But I don't think that we should actually have that. I don't think that we
talking about Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
Shut up, you. They can hear you.
I want to know this: when England plays these principalities, like Andorra and San Marino, do they actually have to those clubs have to borrow people from other countries so they have enough
boots.
So they have enough people to
play boots. Yeah. We have to take extra pairs of football boots.
You've got to take a look at the likes of Gibraltar and San Marino. More people live in London, do you know? But they've got an international team. It might be full of postmen and frigging brickies, but
it's all.
I heard they're signing an excellent monkey off the rock,
Hey, whatever it takes, I guess,
Hey,
but
wait,
I often wondered that,
Gibraltar belongs to England or Spain,
UK,
or
right. Well, luckily, I can give you a bit of history.
Is it its own country? Like
it's its own place. Yeah.
How can you play against Gibraltar if it's a British?
It is a British territory.
My army regiment was 20. Well, my battery was 2 on Gibraltar battery, so.
Yeah,
I had to go do the ceremony and open the gates with the key to Gibraltar gates. It's British territory. So it's pretty 50-50 Spanish Brits that live there. It was when I went.
Not only is it
but they want to be British.
Yeah, they don't have self-rule.
No, they don't. So they want to be British. And our taxpayer, obviously, British money goes over there. So.
Are you just taking some money from Gibraltar?
No, it was Chris. He's just wished me an happy birthday. So thank you, Chris, if you're watching. And Terry, if you're watching, sorry I had to cut you off on FIFA, but it was 2 minutes to and I had to get on here.
Oh, yeah.
We just won 7-0, though. 7-0 we won, Lolo, me and Terry. I was well impressed.
That's good, man. That's real good.
Division 9.
No, we're in Division
9. Division 9. Okay, so enough about Harry Kane then.
Who?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't need to talk about Harry Kane anymore. So here we go. Let's talk a little bit more about that West Ham Liverpool, and I've got a special fan coming in here just in time. Chris from Dirty Jersey. How's it going, man? You're just in time to talk to. Hey, John, let's throw those two down there together. Put Ben up. Wayne, you're down there. And it was West Ham at home, so they got to switch sides. Oh, no, he can stay over there by his logo. Chris has no logo. So, Chris, Liverpool, did you guys lose or did West Ham win?
Both.
Correct. Moving on. You know what I'm saying.
It's true.
Do you feel that it was West Ham showing up and being badasses, or was it Liverpool being off the mark?
I think West Ham played a better game. I think there was a couple of calls that were 50-50s that had they been called the other way, like the red card that probably should have been a red card. but I'm fine. I'm fine saying we lost and West Ham deserved the points. 50. There's always going to be 5, 6, 7 toss up 50-50s, and we have a deep enough squad that we should be able to overcome those, and we didn't. And West Ham's probably
massive.
Going to finish
probably massive.
West Ham's probably going to finish in the top 7 this year. So,
yeah, you could say that about Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
I don't.
So, did you not think that was a red card then for your geezer when he turned around and punched him?
About right.
Hey, well, Chelsea as well. What are you guys talking about? Finished in the top 7, yeah. So it's kind of a dig, but it's.
I think
it's only a dig if you're insecure about your club.
I think they can.
You tell me we're going to finish in the top 7. Sure, that means second,
third.
As
high as third.
I tell you what, the thing with being a West Ham fan is I always predict every year where do you think we're going to finish, and I always say 6th because I've got a brutal memory and I can't remember what I said at the beginning of the season, so I always say 6th. So and 6, I'd always be happy as a West Ham fan because it's like we're a poor club that doesn't have a lot of money. We don't have the money to go out and spend on Olympic divers or anything of that nature. So we can't really pull those in. But I'm just, like I said earlier, happily riding the wave right now until it crashes and on the shore. But if it doesn't crash on the shore, we will be fucking unbearable. I'm sure of it.
I keep saying this, that I think, especially it looks like you're going to get some outside investment now, right? From this,
this 27 million.
Who I think he owns. Does he own Sparta Prague? Does he own is that where you guys got like Suchek and?
No, we got them from the other Prague team.
From the other Prague team, okay.
But the interesting thing about that guy is that if you look back at his history, he bought into Sparta Prague probably about 10 years ago, 8 to 10 years ago. And the first couple of years at Sparta Prague, he was one of these. He was almost like a David Sullivan. I know everything. I'm going to do what I think's right, and we're going to be fantastic. And they absolutely tanked the first couple of years. He was owning them. It wasn't until he actually realized that he didn't know squat about the game of football or how to run a football club that he actually started bringing other people in, and Sparta Prague started doing better. So it's
that's the right time. That's the right time to bring him in.
Yeah, we're going from a dildo brothers to a guy who's a cretin, basically. So it's it's.
I mean,
who cares?
Think about the long-term trends, though. Like, the stadium atmosphere is getting better. I think a lot of people for a few years were scared that stadium was not going to have a great atmosphere.
That's part mine is that stadium.
Like
I pay for that every.
And we appreciate it. Thanks, Ben.
You're in London, and there's a slow trickle of talent leaving Spain, Italy, France, Germany, going into Premier League is. I think a couple of years ago, I could say they were even par with Spain. I think England's kind of clearly got the most, financial resources now across the board. West Ham has all of the characteristics of being a dominant top 4, top 6 club 10, 20, 30 years in the next 10, 20, 30 years. If you look at all those factors,
I don't see it. I really don't see it. I mean, I think that we're always going to be a mid-table struggling team. I think we're riding on a high this year. It's unbelievable, but we're riding on the high off the back of a guy that's one hamstring away from putting us back down at the bottom.
Don't you jinx it. He's been healthy this year. Don't you dare jinx it.
You got to say it. You got to say it.
I would be more concerned about losing Ogbonna for.
I would just say if I were an Arsenal or a Spurs fan, I would be a bit worried about the prospects of West Ham over time, because I think they're going to attract someone who's going to spend when Arsenal and Spurs have always been reluctant to truly spend at the levels that they're capable of.
I'm a pessimist, or should I say a realist? When we had Eggy come on board, the Icelandic millionaire this season.
Yeah, Arsenal were the biggest spenders in the summer.
Mark, you're starting to realize the arguments of a lot of fucking football fans is it's either you spent everything or you don't spend enough. Whatever fits their argument. You get used to it.
It's football, isn't it? I mean, everyone.
He's baiting me. He's baiting me because he lumped us in with those fucking Spurs.
You're never going to be the only team to spend money. Everyone spends money, no matter how much you spend.
Except for Liverpool, they didn't spend any money this year.
It's not the money you spend. It's not the money you spend. It's how you spend it.
Right.
I get that part. But it's what you use as a foundation to spend it upon. I mean, West Ham under Pellegrini spent a bloody fortune.
Yeah,
and we ended up with nothing but a bunch of day trippers.
And Moyes got rid of the dicks, didn't he?
Yeah, Anderson, Haller, and all of that lot who were nothing more than a bunch of wine bar users.
Well. Yeah, but
I think those are good players, just brought together with no recipe. Like,
I don't think they're good players. A good player plays with their heart. A good player, as a West Ham fan, your idea and your perception of a good player is somebody that puts it all out there.
I watched
you don't have to be
Italy a lot.
That's exactly all Leeds fans ask for. Is you've left it all on the pitch.
Exactly, and I agree with that. I mean, I love watching Leeds because of that. I mean, I dread playing Leeds because of that. I mean, if anybody, the hardest game I think that West Ham played this year, apart from being tonked by Brentford, which was unbelievable, was playing Leeds this year.
You scored last minute, didn't you? I mean, you're a good side. We haven't been at the races really this season. I mean, Leicester was a great improvement the weekend.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
but
and your second half against Wolves,
we're not bothered. It's not been the results that's so much upset Leeds fans this season. It's the performance hasn't been there. I mean, I'm not saying the effort hasn't been there, but it wasn't the same. And if you watch the Leicester game at the weekend, the press was back, the effort was back, the team camaraderie was back, and that's all we want. We just want, as long as you give everything for 90 minutes on that pitch, we'll accept you.
Isn't that what like football, like real football fans are about? Or like, because I feel like I've had that exact. I've had that exact
lost their identity because of it. But you don't get it from, you haven't had it from your club for a while. I mean, you're getting it at the minute. You're getting them performances.
But that's what I want from my team. I want something to be proud of. Look, there's 38. There's 20 teams in the league every season. Only one team is going to win. So every single team every single football fan needs to realize that your club is not going to always win. So you have to be a little happy.
So you've got to be happy with your goals.
So it comes down to performance. I mean, not performance, heart on the pitch.
What do you realistically want from your team? I mean, what we realistically want is different from what you might. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd want a league title. I wouldn't want anything else.
I would, but what's more important, if we went out and we're some like,
I'm the same. If I'm a Liverpool fan, I'll settle for nothing but a title. That's what you're spending money for. That's what your players are good enough to do, and that's the size of your club. The size of your club, like your ambition should be the title. Leeds, they're a big club, but they're just establishing themselves back. Wolves, their ambitions maybe Europe. They maybe exceeded a couple of years, Wolves. But now they've set that benchmark. That's the benchmark they're looking at.
But regardless, what I'm saying is, regardless of where you think your team should finish, we all watch the sport to be entertained. And we're entertained by either incredible football or somebody giving their fucking all. That's why we love the movies like Rudy and shit like that, where you're like, oh, look at that little fucker. He's terrible.
I'm entertained by other teams' games. I'm not entertained by Liverpool games.
Rudy was a pimp.
Yeah, it was.
Fucking Rudy. What, Rudy and Borat too?
I don't
Very nice.
I don't watch Liverpool for entertainment. I watch all the other games.
No, I won't watch Liverpool for entertainment. They frustrate me, Liverpool. Don't get me wrong. When Liverpool turn it on, they turn it on. But if you're going to ask me on Liverpool, your squad ain't big enough to win league.
No,
it really ain't.
But I think we could win Champions League.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Which is just a cup competition for me, just a glamorous cup competition.
They should have the European competitions like that, though, aren't they? It's all pulling strings here and pulling strings there. It's the way they've screwed around with the European competitions the last 3 or 4 years. It's like, let's give everybody a little shot at the trophy. It's like it's the also
What's this
ran
new?
trophy.
What's this fucking new thing?
This conference league that Tottenham are in.
I'm so glad Leeds
like,
finished ninth.
If you play in Champions League and you go out of the Champions League, you get another shot to go back in.
That's wrong.
In Europa.
That's wrong.
And I'm sure that next year it'll be that if you bum out in Europa, you'll get down to the Conference League and have a shot to get in.
Do you know what I am a big fan of? It should be Champions League, champions only.
Like the old Cup.
Yes,
it should be.
Don't,
it should
don't
be
matter
the
whether
Premier
you've got
League winners
Bulgarian
and whoever the winners are.
The winners should get
I agree 100%
Champions
with
League.
They've watered it down for this.
Of course they have, because they know what draws money. I mean, how can you have a Champions League with just one of the 2 Spanish clubs in, or just one of the top 4 English clubs? It's not going to make money. It's bullshit.
If I was Harry
but don't call
Kane,
it a Champions League, because when you finish 4th, you want one. Fuck all.
If I was Harry Kane, I would blame my poor form on the Europa Conference League and being like, we didn't make it. We shouldn't be in the Europa League, and this is fucking me up having to be in this shitty fucking thing. Like, what am I doing?
Or maybe,
I'm sorry to say this,
Lolo, though, that Tottenham should blame being in the Conference League on Harry Kane's shitty form.
If I was in charge of Leeds and we qualified for that, I would deliberately withdraw us from that pile of shit and just say I out wasting players' energy on it.
Well, don't worry, Bielsa has no
trophy,
interest in the cups anyways.
Has none.
We'll win the FA Cup, Lolo.
Listen, hey, just to kind of piss you off a little bit, Ben, and all the Leeds fans here, good buddy of the show here, Stephen Lawler. You can go ahead and hate on him now because he is a Man United fan, but he's a hardcore Man United fan. He says, I'm sorry, guys, but nobody is afraid to play Leeds this season. No more than they are to play Man United. And Lolo knows that's from a hardcore United fan. Leeds are facing relegation this season.
Man United are fucked when they play Leeds because they ain't got Dan James anymore.
To fuck you guys up. But listen, he's saying, so right now, let me ask you, Mr. Wolf, up top, got Liverpool there and West Ham. Who are you more afraid to face right now? If you had to play them this weekend, Leeds United? Why?
Is that
Leeds
supposed
United,
to be Nancy Kerrigan?
Or
yeah, we didn't even talk about the PSG shit going on right now. That's we gotta talk about that too.
That's a whole different ball of wax, isn't it?
Let me ask you, Mark, who are you more afraid to face right now, Leeds United or Manchester United? If you had to face them this week.
I would probably go and say that if I had, boy, oh boy. I think the team that I'm not afraid of is Man United right now. I don't think Man United is in particularly good anything. They aren't scoring and they're giving up goals. I mean, I watched who's the team that beat them 5-0? Was that Liverpool?
Yeah.
That was a ridiculous showing. It was toothless.
I thought the City performance was better. I mean, I think they deliberately didn't score goals to keep Ollie at the wheel.
Yeah.
Personally, City destroyed them. They embarrassed them footballing. They taught them footballing lessons. I know Liverpool put them to the sword, but they let Man U into it a couple of times.
That was one of the worst coach games I'd ever seen. The Ollie against Liverpool. Like, he was like, he wants to press, but has no idea how the press is supposed to. So they were pressing with one guy.
They got it right first game of the season against Leeds. They did.
Yeah.
They got it right.
Yeah.
First game.
Yeah.
And they haven't got it right since.
Yep.
I don't know.
But if we're the cup final, then
Chris,
I'm
who
happy
would
for
you
that.
rather face right now, Leeds United or Manchester United?
Leeds United.
As a Liverpool fan,
Leeds United.
you're like, we just put 5 on them. We could do it again.
We kept you to 3.
I know, but I'd rather play the team that doesn't have Ronaldo. That's because
He's done fuck all.
you talking about, man? He's saving them in the Champions League, scoring.
That's Champions League.
Goals.
Harry Kane's scoring goals left and right in the Champions League, but what's he doing for
Harry Kane?
his club? He's not doing
Harry
anything
Kane
for his
is
club.
not in the Champions League.
Harry Kane's playing in the NIT of NITs. Like,
okay, I have no fucking idea.
Harry Kane is scoring
for
goals
whatever this European trash thing that y'all were talking about.
Yeah, Harry Kane is the champion of playing with himself league. That's about all there is to it.
That's a league?
Well, I tell you what, if I was playing it, would
Sign
be.
up.
I'd rather play Man United right now than Leeds. Leeds had a good performance at weekend. Man United didn't.
I think in the end, Leeds United have a manager.
I'd play Cavani over Ronaldo all day long.
See, I would too.
You'd have to be crazy to not want to play Manchester United right now. They look lost.
They're just a mess.
And not only do they look lost, but you got to love playing them, because when you do finally go in there and spank them, then you can say, "Oh, thank you. I guess Cristiano Ronaldo really worked for you. Really, really worked well for you." And it's nice to be able to rub their noses in it. I've never heard fans cry as much as Manchester United fans this last year, except maybe Liverpool's manager Klopp after the last game when West Ham beat you. But other than that, it's I've not heard anyone cry as much as
he's always crying, man.
Yeah, he is. I think it's the teeth. It's the teeth. When he cries, you can see his teeth, and he's.
I won't take away his ability as a coach, right? Because he's incredibly world class coach, but he's a fucking whinging bitch. And he drains it, and he's got an opinion about everything. It's like fucking recycling down the street. He's got an opinion on it. Fucking, you know what I mean?
He's like your typical German that you find on the beach or when you're on vacation over in Europe that woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning to put the towel on your deck chair. So and that's the typical German's towel that I would pee on. I'd get up at like 7 or 8 o'clock and piss all over their towels, and then go sit on another deck chair, 3 or 4 behind them, and just wait till they sat on the side.
Why do Germans think they're fashionable all of a sudden? You've got that Thomas Frank. He thinks he's something. Jurgen Klopp thinks he's something. Joachim Low thought he was something.
Oh, I hated that man. I love watching them go down in the Euros. I loved watching them go down.
You would, if Jurgen Klopp wanted to coach West Ham in this moment, you'd fire David Moyes in a heartbeat.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't. Not based on recent form, because we're doing better than you. But if we lose the next 3 or 4 games, then yeah, maybe. And if you win the next 3 or 4 games. But the fact that we beat you, I'm very happy with David Moyes.
Okay,
very happy with David Moyes. It's he's a wonderful man. But I have respect for Klopp. I mean, anybody that can actually get real speech out without that many teeth in his mouth, it's a real feat to behold.
I think people like him less because he doesn't have the glasses anymore.
Yeah, LASIK
He wore glasses? I never noticed anything. I was usually blinded when I was looking at him on camera. I'd be like,
no, because you keep going back further in his career, and he looks more and more like the Grinch. Like his teeth were like crooked and yellow, and he wore these big old glasses, and he was crazy looking hair, and then like the teeth got white. You're like, oh, cool. And then they got like completely replaced. And you're like, oh shit.
Well, who's the player from Liverpool that got really good gnashers, and now everyone's going to his dentist? Who was it?
Firmino.
Yeah, it's for everyone's going to Firmino's dentist now.
Do you not think they're too white, them teeth?
Oh, blimey, they're too white. They're the sort of teeth you just love to kick in,
aren't they? Do you know, like when your cartoon does, like a dentist with the teeth? Like proper white, pristine fucking. What was the advert? Fucking Nissan Almera, Parisian Moonlight White. That's
the. They are. They're big and they're white, for damn sure.
You could play a tune on them. You really could.
Crazy white teeth. I mean, I ain't complaining. You know, fucking.
Like Tom Hanks.
A piano is missing its keys.
And
that's just what you hear when he talks. You just hear like the echo of the piano.
I just can't. I can't seriously when they talk to me. It's the same as I happen to have the displeasure of dating a German girl for a while, and during intimate moments, it was like, there's nothing less exciting than yeah. I was like, shut the
I'm going to tell you a story about a
yeah.
German girl.
I could tell you a few, but we're on like
I went as a 15-year-old boy on a school trip
Happy
to play
Friday.
football in Germany. We was playing a football tournament in Germany as a school, and there was this. We were stopping in a village called Unterertal, and their coach actually, he was in the '66 World Cup final on the bench. And I met this girl. I can't remember her name. It was years back, and she was pretty, and I had sort of a crush on her. And I followed her around all week anyway. And it got to the Friday before we went back on the Saturday, and we went swimming. And I'm swimming away, and I finally had the courage to go up to her, and I picked her up, and she had hairy armpits. As a 15-year-old boy, that was it, done. No, so yeah, Germans, hairy armpits, it's true.
You never lived until you banged a German girl's hairy armpits, mate. Let me tell you.
It was awful. It was. But my favorite woman
deserves
growing up,
it.
my favorite woman growing
goodbye.
up was Claudia Schiffer. I used to love Claudia Schiffer when I was a kid. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Well, she at least shaved her pits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
they
had
made
to
her
back then. Yeah.
Heidi Klum, hello.
Was it Adele?
Any of them.
Okay, we've got about 10 more minutes before we kick off some happy hour trivia, and I got some interesting trivia for you guys tonight. So what should we talk about football wise? Nobody wants to talk about USA Mexico like I thought we would be excited to talk about, but clearly none of us pay any attention to that. So we got Liverpool, West Ham out of the way.
Let's talk about Arsenal.
Yeah, we could talk about Arsenal. Let's talk about Arsenal. Emil
Smith
Rowe
Rowe's
got his first
debut. Yeah,
he got his debut today. Good for that young fella. That
fair
young
play
fella.
to him. I think Conor Gallagher should be slightly ahead of him, but he's doing all right. He's on my fantasy team and he's getting me points.
They don't play the same.
No, he's slightly more forward, isn't he, Smith Rowe, I would say, and a slightly a bit wider, but them positions are 10 a penny. They're all the same, aren't they? But you're a centre forward. You play wide left. It's one of them things. And then you've got. I wouldn't say Foden was the same position as Grealish. They're not the same player, but it's the same position. If you get me, it's wide. It's out on the wing.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Arsenal are impressing me.
Arsene Wenger came crawling back today. Would you have him, Lolo?
As a manager.
Hardly as a striker, mate. Come on, let's be serious. He was bloody old as the arc. Yeah. But let's paint a number 10 on the back of the shirt. Stick him in the midfield and have him disperse a few passes left, right, and centre. And then let's watch him die of a heart attack.
I could put him as center back. At least we could have some height on some corners. But no, I'm happy with what's going on with Arsenal. It seems like the plan has become clearer and clearer of what Arteta is trying and the board are trying to do, and they're clearly going younger, in-house if we can, but younger, and moving on from some of the poor decisions. I think I saw in a graphic that like the past 2 or 3 matches, or I don't know, the past match or so or two, not a single one of Unai Emery's signings were on the pitch or even in the lineups at all. Things like that, where it's starting to become more of his team. Where I do think we bought like Pepe. We brought Pepe over and we had no fucking plan for him. And no, it's like,
I thought he had a good second year. I'm kind of surprised that nothing this year, but
that's the way he's been has been hit or miss, and Arteta was really rotating a lot to the point where it was a huge complaint from Arsenal fans, myself included, of Pepe scored 2 goals. in a match, 2 free kicks, beautiful free kick goals, and he doesn't start the next week. And you're like, okay, so maybe only score 1 goal, or try like what is it that keeps you in
I
this
think
team?
at this point you need to.
He has allotments of goals, and that once he's used up those allotments, he's not allowed to play.
Yeah. Oh,
you scored 4 goals this month. That's your season.
You only get 4.
You just, I mean, you're going through some housekeeping there, aren't you? I mean, like you said, he's moving players out that really don't fit his scheme of things. The man, he worked under Pep for such a long time, and I've got a lot of respect for Pep, because unlike some German managers, he actually admits it when they get tonked.
Pep complains more than anybody, though.
Yeah, but he complains during the game.
Yeah,
but after the game, you don't hear the guy complain. You really don't. Yeah. Not so much as not as much. Come on the complaint scale, who's a little bit higher? Would it be Klopp or would it be Pep? So let's see. Okay. Look, I'm tickling under the chin right now. You go.
I think in the past 2 years, it's definitely Klopp. It's definitely gone to Klopp. Because Klopp doesn't complain every single match, but when he does, he kind of cries like a little bitch.
Yeah. And it's only when he loses. It's like, when there are bad calls and it's a bad match and Liverpool win, you don't hear him cry.
Chill out, Najee. Out, Najee. Call in the show. Get out of bed and call in the show if you want to talk about Arsenal. Yeah, twat. Arteta complains a lot too. The question was Klopp or Pep. Arteta's not even in the fucking conversation here, all right? Anyway, back to my club. I think for the very least, we're starting to develop a team mentality and a group mentality where they're having fun on the pitch. And going back to what we were saying a little while ago, I'm seeing the joy in the football. I'm seeing the fun being had, the lose the ball, go fucking get it, the pressing, the energy, the hunger, and the joy when we score, the utter joy, goals coming from different people, which Chelsea fans.
Your fullback situation so much better. I think Tavares and Tomoyasu are much better than Tierney.
Yeah,
big question mark. Been talking ask the question mark.
I've been asking for since I've saw since
man.
He's come in since Tavares has come in for
Tierney. Look at you with your Portuguese. All right.
I had wondered if Kieran is going to get his job back when he's.
I think he will,
and I don't think so.
I think he's the Andy Robertson. I think he's a bit of a golden boy. And I mean, I see what you see. I'd rather have Tavares.
Well, they say Tavares.
I'd rather have him.
The announcers say Tavares, but I guess
he's more attacking. He's more exciting. He seems to be capable defensively.
Yeah, he is. But be careful if you pronounce his name Tavares, you're gonna have to call that scum player Bruno Fernandes.
I wondered why the fucking commentator on FIFA calls him Fernandes. It's
Fernandes. You're like, isn't a phalange something I fix like a pipe with?
A phalange. It's a vagina in England, a phalange.
You know what, Ben? We're on the same wavelength, mate. We really are. I'm just thinking vagina.
Maybe they could get them both in the back 5, but
I bet she has a nice one.
I bet she doesn't.
No, yes. How about this? What's on your January wish list for your team?
A midfielder
for Arsenal.
Yep. Give us a person. Give us who.
Jonathan Swift. Personally, I've watched a few championship games this season, and I've watched Reading about 3 times, and I seen him a bit last season, and he's an exciting player. He can play like an 8, so he can box to box. He creates goals. He can play attacking midfield, and I just think he'd fit Leeds United. Jonathan Swift from Reading.
What about you, Wayne?
On my January wish list, nothing, because it don't make a blind bit of difference. What I want is never going to happen.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, in all seriousness, I mean, I know I joked about Antonio earlier, but if we bring somebody in that it's obvious where we actually need somebody, and that's we need a backup for Antonio, more than anything else. But who are you going to bring in that's decent enough to play a backup to him? You're not going to find any. Not in January. You're not going to find anyone that's. Oh yeah, I'll just sign on so I can back up the guy that I'm just waiting for him to. I'm sitting on the sidelines waiting for a ding. That's all I'm waiting for.
It's hard enough finding a number one striker, never mind a backup.
Exactly. So I'm drinking all season long.
You can have.
I'm enjoying myself. I'm singing. I'm making
Tyler Roberts
every team
if you want
can.
him. You can have Tyler Roberts.
I'll take him. I'll take him. Can he clean toilets?
I assume so. He can be taught.
Wow.
About Wolves?
I wouldn't mind a Origi from Liverpool. I mean, he's impressed me. I mean, I don't think he gets a lot of play time, but I wouldn't mind taking him. I think he's used to playing a backup.
Chris was just slagging him off on Sunday. He was just slagging the bench off, and then he popped up and
after
scored.
He scores?
No, before.
It's a beautiful goal.
Yeah.
I was doing the same with Rodrigo to Terry. I was like, Rodrigo, shit, and then he went and scored that fucking blunder against Norwich.
Yeah. Chris, for me, what I want to see Johnny and Neto come off the injured list. That's
almost like
what I want in January. I want to see Neto on that wing.
Big player,
and I want to see Johnny out there too.
What about the Gunners?
I would love to find a Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips type player, just to solidify that midfield, because right now we have Thomas Partey when he's healthy, and then it's like Sambi Lokonga, Xhaka.
How much money are you guys going to spend at that position? Not happy with what you have?
It's to me just like you keep telling me, Mark. Is Partey keeps getting injured. Yeah. He spent his entire career at Atletico Madrid.
I don't think he's all that he was promised to be either, was he? He's not quite hit the ground running.
He hasn't got
yet.
a run. To me, he hasn't got a run. A run at that position, to claim that position, is like 10 matches where in a row, and he hasn't done it.
Hasn't been able to put that
career with us.
I mean, just going off if you'd like a Declan Rice or a Calvin Phillips, I'll relate to Wayne. Is it nice to have a Declan Rice or a Calvin Phillips, Wayne?
It's lovely, isn't it? It's really
brilliant.
No, it is. It's fucking incredible.
You should get
Partey is supposed to be some more of an attacking version of them. So I guess more closer to a Declan Rice than a Calvin Phillips. Thomas Partey is supposed to be kind of that for us, but it just, I don't know. The leadership isn't there. I would love to be able to put Kieran Tierney in the middle of the pitch. If he could play that, I think he would be fantastic doing that. And maybe Nuno Tavares pushes him over.
Can I just...
Fuck it.
What do you think on what Naji's just said there about West Ham needing a centre-back, otherwise they're mid-table? I don't agree.
Yeah,
I think they were very unlucky last season not to be Champions League, and I think they've just got the bit between their teeth this season, West Ham.
Mm-hmm. I think we're pulling for it. I think it's important to know what it is that you're going for. It's obvious that Arsenal they've got something in sight right now, and and I wish them the best of luck in getting into the Conference League this year. And I think it's God. He's sleeping up there, isn't he? He's sleeping up there.
But
I'm doing 50 other things, Wayne. You don't even know. This isn't like your show where you just sit back and talk.
I seen it in his face, and that was a deep.
Me and John are like on another level here with 50 screens and everything. All right. This is the Matrix over here. I'm drunk already.
I think we can. I would be very happy with the cup. I've been saying that for years. I'd be happy. right now it looks like we've got a good shot at.
It starts with a trophy, doesn't it? That's how it starts.
I'd be happy with that. I'd be very.
Look at
happy
Fergie. Fergie would have been sacked if they hadn't won the replay against Crystal Palace.
Exactly.
He would have been gone. And that's true. That is
very
true.
Happy with that.
You laugh, Mark. That's just true. Fergie would not have been at Man United if they had not won the FA Cup in 1990.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris?
He had a
who do you want in
horrendous
January?
first season.
Who are you wishing for?
Yeah, he did. He had the first 2 seasons were horrendous, and then Leeds gave him Cantona, and then that was it.
The guy I like, and I think he'd actually be really good at Arsenal, although he won't leave in January, is if you watch the Italian team or Inter Milan, Nicolo Barella. He's like probably my favorite midfielder in the world right now. He's a little bit of he's like a 10, an 8, and a 6 in one. Just
he's not shy of a challenge either, is he? He likes to tackle.
So I feel like he looks like a Premier League player to me.
Yeah.
But
see, that's what I want from a midfielder. A midfielder's got to like a tackle. Otherwise, he's no good to me. And I totally agree with you. I forget his name, who you just said, but I've seen him a couple of times, and he's an exciting prospect. He's a good little player.
But that's probably out of reach for January. I wouldn't mind having like a backup. Once Wayne takes Origi, a different backup striker.
Benteke.
No,
he was wonderful.
Go Italy again. A guy who's rumored with West Ham a bunch, Andrea Bellotti.
You know what? I've written a song which I'm going to put out in the next couple of weeks. It's about West Ham and the rumours that we've had going about who we're signing. To the tune of Billy Joel's "You Can't Stop the Fire." And I tell you what, and that's what West Ham's been for the past couple of years. If there is a player that's put on a pair of football boots that is still taking breath, West Ham has been rumoured to be interested in them.
Oh, so Leeds. And Leeds are still linked 3 years later to the same shit. And it's like, and you get these people, this is back in the fold, and we're after. No, we're not.
You know, as much as that can be disappointing, at least you're not linked to selling every player you have. Like the Wolves are. The Wolves are linked to anyone, you know.
We
should have over in the offseason. We were told that we were going to lose Traore, we were going to lose Neves, we were going to lose Neto. There was even a little bit of talk about Jimenez leaving.
You only lost Patricio, didn't you, this summer? Really? Main squad. That was
Patricio was pretty much it.
I would love Traore.
I think he's got no end product.
You know what? Though,
he's great going forward, but you look at his results. He doesn't score goals and he doesn't create assists.
He's got no end product. But I look at him and what I see Mikel Antonio 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep.
That's what I see. I would love to have that lad.
Where they played him at right back and shit because they were like, he's just got to be on the pitch.
Antonio,
that's what I think.
Right back,
find a spot for
header.
He's played every position they've asked of him.
Who do you think's most informed player in the league at the minute? I'm going to have a shout. I think he's gone off form last couple of games. To be honest, I'm going to go Reece James. I think he's up there at the minute.
He's in good form.
He's had 2 games in a row. He's strung 2 good games in a row.
He's out there somewhere. We don't need to stroke him with Reece James.
You can't deny that the kid's he's performing.
But look, all in all, he's a defender, and they gave up a goal to Burnley, so fuck off.
I think you can even make a case for Declan Rice being maybe the
Declan Rice.
Mr. Tom makes the great point. Rafinha is in really good form right now.
I think you got to give. I'm going to sound like a homer. I think after last year, people were shitting on Trent, and I think Trent's had a very good year this year.
Trent is having a very good year.
He is.
When not asked to defend.
But I personally, going back to Declan Rice, I think a lot of credit for Declan Rice's form is Calvin Phillips with England. I think that's given, and because Declan Rice, when he first come on the scene with West Ham, he looked at shit, but then he sort of dropped off a little bit, and I think since the summer he's come back booming, to be honest.
He was quite happy and just sitting back and be a defending midfielder.
Yeah.
And I think that the people have asked more of him. And I think that's where Calvin may have had an influence on him at that time where they were playing for England. And I think that's the big difference. That's why he's running as hot as he is right now.
I'd switch them for England. I'd make Phillips sit. And because Declan Rice is so much better going forward with the ball at his feet. There's some of the runs, and I think that Calvin Phillips is he's got better vision from the deep line midfield.
Yeah,
playing with Souček, Scott. I mean,
that's my favorite player.
Huh?
I love the man. It's like to see him like get beaten up, take studs in the face, get stitched up, still be ready to go out there. And he does all that on half a pint of potato salad every day. I mean, the man's just he's ginormous. He really is. Speaking of ginormous, did anybody see the picture of Kurt Zuma after he scored that goal? They did a close up on the guy's crutch, and I swear the guy had wood.
Going on, Wood.
Kurt Zuma you went to the
game. Did you go to the game, Wayne? Am I right? You went to the game, didn't you?
No, I wish I did, man. I live over in Dallas. It's like I haven't been to a game since they've moved to London Stadium.
I must have got you mixed up with the other West Ham fan that John knows. Yeah, Brawley went, didn't he? But
Trent is 10 times the player Reece James is. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, Trent James is a poor man's Trent. Reece James is a poor man's Trent.
Reece James can defend.
No, he can't.
He can.
With his hand on the goal line, maybe?
Well, yeah, that's part and parcel, isn't it? What are you juggling there, Lolo?
That was Reece James on the goal line.
Oh, shit,
the ball just kept coming back at him.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Okay, guys, so we're about to get started, but just before we go, I just wanted to show off in case, as I eat some food here, I just wanted to show off in case you missed it. Last week I did a prayer for the Spurs, which was now I lay me down to sleep. I pray Daniel Levy remains cheap. May Conte's reign be full of pain, and within a year lose Son and Kane. So I went ahead and did another one. This one was for Manchester United, and if you haven't heard it, here it goes. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Glazers choose to keep Ollie at the wheel for years to ruin more superstar careers. Watch Bruno cry and Ronaldo moan till Rashford and Pogba beg for a loan. Bring Fergie back, the scum will say, yet we will never see Donny play. Ollie in or Ollie out, this club is done, should be the shout. Amen. Those are fun. So I am taking requests.
Now, did you write that before or after Pogba? What did he hurt? He hurt something.
His ego.
Yes.
No.
I think he snapped.
He's got some massive injury. He's going to be out for the rest of the season.
I think his hair dye ran and he's got like a mixed colour. Some fucking queer. Sort it out.
So I am taking requests.
If
there's a team you would like me to write a prayer for, I will write a prayer for them. Oh shit! Hey, Mr. Tom is here. Get Mr. Tom in here. I didn't even see you there, buddy. It's Mr. Thomas here.
The dungeon of the West End.
From the dungeon.
Hello.
Brother.
That must mean that it is time for trivia.
May I just add
trivia?
May I just add that Mr. Tom's dungeon is not in capitals and it doesn't conform with the rest of us.
Oh man, are you calling John out on that?
No, mate. We'll get points deducted for that. It's Tom.
Hey, he got his hat too. That's cool. That's fantastic.
Oh,
hello,
nice.
everyone.
Hello.
Because people, when you're sitting on the stoop, when you're on the stoop at 2 a.m., you find a problem with light. Lots of light, too much sunlight in your eyes at 2 a.m. So you get yourself a lovely little hat and it will shield your eyes from the sun at 2 a.m.
There you go.
At On the Stoop with Lolo.com.
Inside of a
There
dark.
you go.
It's fucking nuts, isn't he?
Is that badge light up?
You would think.
So we're going new
You're
I
gonna
don't
have
like
to go
today.
to the website and find out, Wayne. So
During the
you can get
international
that gear.
break,
Pardon,
I
what was that,
will
Lolo?
only wear during the international break. I will not wear Leeds United because we're not playing.
No, I'm not wearing Leeds today. We're not playing yet.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm never changing
so I
this
thought-
shirt. I wore it the first week we won, and I've not taken it off.
Yeah. See, I'm right there with you, Wayne. Of like, my team's in form right now. Every chance I get, like
This.
I'm wearing. Yeah.
My
And he's not-
10-year-old gave me this.
And he's not
at the
shaving his
beginning of the
armpits
season.
too. He's not shaving his armpits too.
Who shaves their armpits?
Claudia
German
Schiffer.
guys.
Yeah.
Claudia Schiffer. I think we talked about this, Ben.
No, but he's just.
Hello, Adele. All right, guys, it is time for another round of Premier League. Well, I don't know if this is very much Premier League trivia today, but it's trivia. So today, let's see what we got, guys. Are y'all ready for this?
Bring it.
Never,
Stay
but I'll
on the
do it.
street?
Is Bobby with us or is he gone? Oh.
Bobby usually takes off around this point.
Well, if you're with us and you're going, Bobby, pleasure.
Yeah. So here we go. Here are today's categories. That's my name. In this category, you will need to identify the two people who share the same first name. More dad jokes. It's such a popular category last week. And we decided to continue on with the dad jokes. This one's for Mo Master. Okay, fine. La Liga.
Ugh.
Yes, Mo Master, you heard it right. This is a La Liga category.
I can't believe you buckled.
You did.
Please type quick, as none of us will know these answers. Only Chris will know the answers.
Couldn't think of anything else, could you?
The next category is
Which manager
conference
He's
goal
had all week
scorers.
to do this. He was telling me yesterday, I got three categories done today. It's been brilliant. I've had all the time in the world, and he comes up with fucking La Liga. Brooklyn's Premier League channel, not La Liga
He
channel.
knew it was La Liga the whole time. It was the first one.
Yeah. Okay, which manager said that? You will have to identify manager quotes. And last week in the Premier League. There you go, Ben. A Premier League one.
Yay.
Well done.
Is that like a Holocaust type of prediction? This is the last week in the Premier League.
The last
there
week
will
ever.
be no more.
Last week ever of
Whoa.
the Premier League.
All right, guys.
That got
So
dark-
the
that got
teams
dark
that we
real
have.
quick.
So the teams that we have today are the Stoop Crew, Stoopers, and Wayne. If anybody would like to be on Wayne's team, go ahead and tell me now, and I will send your points that way. Otherwise,
I need all the help I can get. I've been
Wayne,
drunk for the past 6 weeks.
Right, so who's who?
Fantastic.
Is
You can't
Chris,
stop.
Is Chris,
West Ham will
is
lose.
Chris Stooper or Crew?
Chris gets to choose because he is a Stoop Crew member, but he's also a Stooper. So
He's
Chris,
a super
He has
guy.
sat on the stoop.
I'll be a stooper.
yeah, I think you should be a Stooper with Mark.
Stooper is as stupid does.
All right, Wayne. Wayne, you're our special guest today, so why don't you go ahead and kick it off?
It's
Okay,
definitely
since I'm a
special.
dad, I will go for more dad jokes for 100, please, Lolo.
All right, and for just to remind everybody, please say ding ding ding, and you can only ding 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 after I've finished reading the question. I will not hear or entertain any ding ding dings while I'm still reading the question.
Oop.
Here
Yes,
we go.
sir.
What's an astronaut's favorite part of the computer?
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris.
The space bar.
Oh, dad of
Well
the year
done.
right there.
Well
The space
done.
bar. Scott Newby coming in Coming in just a bit late on that. Well done, Chris.
I don't know whether it's like more beneficial getting the points for answering questions like that or fucking getting them right, mate. Honestly, it's like, that's it.
All right, Chris, keep it going, man.
La Liga, 400.
La Liga for 400. Who is the most expensive signing in La Liga history?
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris?
Is it?
Sorry, Chris got in.
João Felix.
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
Sorry, Mr. Tom was shortly after, so go ahead, Mr. Tom.
Is it Griezmann by any chance?
No, it's not.
It's
Ben.
not. Oh.
Ding, Gareth Bale.
No.
Momaster says Eden Hazard.
No.
Does anyone watch that league?
Momaster then says Coutinho. Come on, Chris. It was from Liverpool.
Was
he how much
more?
It was?
Was he more than João Felix? Was he?
Now, Felix was only a lot because of his age, but he wasn't actually a record.
And what did Liverpool do
João
with
Felix
that
was
money?
like 130. I thought I was going to say Coutinho, but then I remembered the João and got it wrong.
He's like the most expensive teenager, something like that.
All right, so Wayne, I gave you those points because Momaster isn't technically a Stoop crew member yet. So.
Oh, sit back and just take it in.
So go ahead and sit back and take in another category.
I'm going to behave this week.
Manager
no points minus.
Said that for 400, please.
Which manager said that for 400? England have the best fans in the world, and Scotland's fans are second to none.
Ding, ding, ding.
Wayne.
Steve Clark.
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ben.
Gordon Strachan.
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
Najee says Coutinho, and he's correct. No. Wayne, was that you dinging?
I did definitely ding. Steven Gerrard.
No, it's not. He's not a
Ding,
current
ding, ding.
manager at all.
Ding, ding, ding. Alex Ferguson.
No. Some would call him KK.
Keegan.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Kevin Keegan. Yeah.
Got it, Mr. Tom. Kevin
King
Keegan.
Kev.
I would have preferred you if you was going to use the question. That I mean, it might be one. Yeah, his best quote was, "I'd love it if we beat them."
Love it.
I'd bloody love it if we beat them.
All right, Mr.
For them
Tom.
to say, all right. Can we have last week in the Premier League for 600, please?
Last week in the Premier League for 600. And remember, these all have to do with things that happened last week in the Premier League. The Manchester Derby was hilarious. City had 68% possession and over double the amount of passes. According to Kevin De Bruyne, how long did they spend in training working on tactics for this match? None of you saw that. I saw that everywhere today.
2 minutes.
No. Momaster gets it correct. 10 minutes. And he was quoted as saying, the day before a game, we usually train tactically based on how the opponent plays. Before United, Pep said, we don't know how they're going to play. We shall see. And we stopped training after 10 minutes or so. Wayne gets those points because Momaster got them for you again.
I'm so good at doing nothing at this.
I think Najee is watching the show like with
yesterday.
a delay because he keeps throwing in the answers for the previous.
He's gone back to 1995.
Kevin Keegan. No, that's wrong. I'm sorry. We needed.
Is that when Chelsea was shit? Okay.
Okay, Wayne, go ahead.
I will take more dad jokes for 200, please.
More dad jokes for 200. Mo Master, or no, this is where Wayne carries the load over here on this one. What has 5 toes and isn't your foot?
Ding, 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 ding.
Mark?
My foot?
Ding, ding, ding,
are
ding.
correct. Stoopers get some points here. It is my foot.
Let's go ahead and we'll do more dad jokes. 300.
More dad jokes for 300. How come the Hulk doesn't lose his pants when he transforms?
Ding, 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 because they're his underpants.
No, Ben.
Ding, 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 because he has super stretchy waistline.
No.
Like me.
I mean, maybe, but that's
Prove
not the
it
dad
wrong.
How
joke
come
of
the
it all.
Hulk doesn't lose his pants when he trans?
What kind of pants is he wearing usually?
Band? No.
Jeans, ripped jeans.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mark?
Because of his jeans.
I'll give you that. The experiment altered his genes.
Oh.
That is awful.
I know. That's
I
why it's a
don't
dad
want.
joke.
I don't want points for that. I really don't.
You didn't get him.
Let's go. Let's continue. 400 dad jokes.
Why did the man name his dogs Rolex and Timex?
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mark?
Because they're watchdogs.
You are correct, Mark.
All right. Let's
slide out.
Kill it out. Let's finish this category.
Fine. Let's. Ow. Why? All right. Let's kill this category. 500.
You're not gonna kill it. There's still 2 more.
We'll kill it.
You can save them for later.
The penultimate. We have the next one. 500, please.
You can pre-kill it.
What did the drummer call his twin daughters?
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Who
The
said
Tom
that?
Toms? Chris?
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
No. I mean, that he could, but it wouldn't be very funny.
Tom Toms?
No. Oops. I clicked the button. It's and a 1 and a 2.
Oh. I'm writing these down so I can tell them those jokes to my daughter later.
600,
exactly.
please.
And a 1
Let's
and a 2.
Let's finish it.
What's orange and sounds like a parrot?
Ding, ding, ding,
ding.
Ben.
An orange parrot.
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris.
Carrot?
Correct.
Nice.
A carrot. Those are stupid. I can't believe you blew the whole category down the middle.
Fucking thank God for that. Right, now getting back to the serious quiz, Tom.
Chris,
you know it'll be back. Don't say anything bad about that category because he'll reuse it next week.
Oh, it's
going to
staying
reuse it. It's a permanent fixture now.
Yeah, it's a permanent fixture.
La Liga 600.
La Liga for 600. With which club did Xabi Alonso's father win the league in the 1980s 2
Ding,
years
ding.
in a row?
Ding,
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 ding, ding, ding.
Real Sociedad?
Correct.
Fucking bitch.
Bitch. But I'm going to take away some points because you did ding ding before I finished the question, and I still took your answer, which made me feel bad. So for making me feel bad, you lost more points.
Give them to
Interrupt
Wayne.
Yeah, because I'm doing nothing and I'm winning. Oh no, I'm not anymore.
You're
Sorry,
not winning. You're not.
I'm alive. I'm winning.
But Mo Master answered the question correct, so there you go. All right, Chris.
Let's do last week in the Premier League for 300.
In the Lufk versus Lukufk match, Harvey Barnes scored a goal 2 minutes after Rafinha did. What's the time difference between their hometowns?
Ding, ding, ding.
Ben.
2 hours.
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
Wayne.
Nothing.
No.
Rafinha's
Harvey
from
Barnes
Brazil.
and Rafinha.
Ding, ding, ding.
They're both from Canada, actually.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mr. Tom, go for it.
Is it 6 hours?
It is not.
Ah, they're home times. I'm going 8 hours.
8
Ding,
hours.
ding, ding.
Wayne.
2 hours.
That has already been said. Would you like to?
Sorry, I meant 3.
You are correct, Wayne. Killing it. Storming up the table here.
Are we talking Leicester as in Leicester and Leeds, or Rafinha's hometown and Harvey Barnes'
See,
hometown?
that's what confused me at
Harvey
first,
Barnes
because
was
I
born
thought
in
Leicester
York.
and Leeds and said nothing.
Yeah,
Harvey Barnes was
he
born
was
in
born
York,
in-
why-
and
That's why y'all
Rafinha
have to
was
shut
born
up
in
and listen to
Brazil.
what I'm saying.
They
and
were
also
playing World
read
Cup
with
matches
your eyeball.
about 6 years ago.
I was,
Should've known that.
yeah, it was a confusing question, that, Lolo. But I'm not
Yeah,
criticizing. I'm not criticizing because you put a lot more effort into it than I have.
I'm surprised it's only 3 hours.
Yeah, me too.
I am as well.
Harvey Barnes is actually from Burnley, and Rafinha is from down the bottom tip of Brazil. But it's only 3 hours because fucking Brazil sticks out so far.
Yeah.
You forget how
Like Zuma
far it
Shorts
sticks
did the last match against Liverpool when we beat them.
out. That took me a second, but all right, Wayne, you got that one correct.
Oh,
ahead
that's
and
my
pick another.
name, baby, for 400.
That's my name. Remember, I will need the name, the first name, and then both of their last names. Okay. This seagull just flew through the looking glass. Or thought he looking. That's a typo. This seagull just flew through the looking glass.
Alice?
Oh, it's
Surratt.
You guys started on a hard one.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Thought he looking
Ding, ding,
glass.
ding. Who are
No, choose
Brighton
200.
and West Bromwich Albion?
You got the seagull part of it. You're at least in the ballpark with that. So it would be a Brighton player.
Steven
Is that
Seagal.
clue?
Does anybody know anybody from Brighton?
Who shares a first name with someone from the other clue?
Is the other clue Alice in the looking glass?
That's not a name.
No, but I'm just thinking,
Alice
is it
in the
Alice?
Looking Glass.
Yeah, is it the same sort of
Is there anyone on
Alison
Brighton named Alice?
Alice in Wonderland, Alice in the Looking Glass, that sort of Alice? No, I don't get I can't link the other clue, the Looking Glass. It's throwing me. So
Yeah, I can
You're
only think of
right
Alice.
about it being a literary reference.
right, thank
That's
you.
what you're asking. Yes, it's not Alice though.
Oh, it was the geezer. It was the bird that wrote it.
yeah.
Oh, fungal.
I don't know this. I don't know the Brighton or the Brighton player.
I'm gonna let you guys fuck it because y'all are working it out together.
Who the fuck wrote Alice in Wonderland? That's Louis
It's,
Davidson.
No, it's Lewis Carroll.
Who's Carol?
Lewis Carroll
Carol.
and
Carol.
Carroll the footballer.
Andy
Yeah,
Carroll.
Seb Carroll. Seb Carroll.
It's first names, you twats.
Ding, ding, ding. Seb and Lewis Carroll.
No,
Lewis Trossard?
No, it was Seb Carroll is.
it's first names.
Oh,
By
yeah,
the
he's
way,
a
they have
Leeds
the
player,
same
isn't he?
first name.
What's Trossard's first
Seb
name?
Carroll played for us in 2006.
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
I know. I just
Lewis
the only
Dunk
Carroll I
and
know.
Lewis
Andy
Carroll.
Carroll.
Boom. Chris got it correct. Lewis Dunk and Lewis Carroll.
Right. I'm with you now.
Gotcha.
There you
Good,
go.
good
I told
question.
you picked a hard one. You picked a You picked a hard one. These are actually in order of how hard I think they are. So
I missed the days when it was just who scored the most in 1994.
Yeah. We've been doing this for like a year, man. That's like 50 some odd trivias we've had to do.
We liked it when you knew fuck all about football.
You're like, how does he
writing trivia questions is a great way to learn about football.
Exactly. Okay, guys. Chris, you got that one correct.
Let's do a 300, same category.
Okay. The loudest scouser on the pitch got knocked out, a TKO, by an actual boxer. Who's the loudest scouser on the pitch in your mind?
Jordan Henderson? Jordan Pickford? Jordan Henderson's not a scouser, though.
Mark, you got no answer to that?
I'm trying to work it out in my head. I don't have.
It's not Connor Cody, is it?
Ding, ding,
and work
ding,
out
Connor
the rest
Cody,
of it.
Ding, ding,
Conor
ding, ding,
McGregor.
ding. Yeah, fuck's sake.
Chris got it correct. Connor,
He's not a
Cody.
boxer. He's a UFC fighter. That's why I didn't.
Yeah,
come up
but
with
he,
that. That's
but
why
he
I said
boxed
Conor
Floyd
Cody.
Mayweather, didn't he?
Yeah,
He
but
got
it's not a
knocked out
boxer.
by an actual boxer. Read
He
it.
didn't get knocked out, really, did he?
That's why I put TKO. It's all there.
He
Everyone is
carried
I
him
thought
for 10 minutes.
McGregor went
Every
the
one of your
distance.
I thought of that
complaints is
ages
answered.
ago, right? But I thought he's not a boxer.
I thought McGregor
thought it
went
was
the
a draw.
distance.
He did. Well, no, he
It was
didn't.
a
It was a round.
technical
It was
knockout.
a technical knockout.
No,
I'm
he
running
went
out
the
of whiskey.
distance.
No,
I'm sure he went the
was
distance.
I looked it up.
Okay.
I looked it up.
All right.
No.
All right, Chris, hold these out.
La Liga 500.
Who is the only African footballer to win the La Liga Golden Boot?
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
George Weah.
Ben.
George Weah.
No.
No.
Ding, ding, ding. Samuel Eto'o.
Mr. Tom. Correct. Stoop
I
crew
was thinking
finally
Serie
getting the big
A.
500.
Serie A, I was thinking, not fucking La Liga. I do apologize. Well
All
done,
right,
Tom.
Mr. Tom.
They're
And
both
Scott
as bad
Newby
as
got
each
it as
other,
well.
mate.
So did Soren and Mo Master. All right, Mr. Tom.
Mo Master told me the answer to that the other day.
Mr. Tom, you just got bumped
can
up
I
into
have?
Ben.
Can I have? Which manager said that for 600, please?
Sure. Football is simple, but it is difficult to play simple.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris.
Pep Guardiola.
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mark.
Jose Marino.
No. Where's
Ding, ding, ding.
Anders? Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Your boy.
No. Well. No.
Football is hard.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Scott
Marcelo
Newby got it.
Bielsa.
Johan Cruyff.
When I said Marcelo Bielsa, I was actually meaning Johan Cruyff.
That's what I heard. I heard your intention. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Stoop crew, you guys got it. So
Which manager 5?
I left a couple of my foreigners out last week and they started talking in foreign. I knew what they were saying. Blah, 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 la, blah, blah, manager, F, useless, B.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Atkinson.
No. Mr.
Ding,
Tom.
ding, ding. Steve Bruce.
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
Unfortunate.
Sam Allardyce.
No.
He should have done.
Ding, ding, ding. Fuck.
It can't be Sean Dyche because all his players are English.
Ding, ding, ding. David Moyes.
Ding. Alan Pardew.
Ding, ding, ding. Harry Redknapp.
There you go.
That's fun.
I knew I heard it somewhere.
Solid second place going on right here in striking distance of first place. Here we go, Wayne. Pick a category.
Like a Hall of Fame of British managers.
Let's do last week in the Premier League for 500.
Here we go. Norwich City finally won a match this season. Which team was the last team they beat in the Premier League? Like 2 years ago.
Ding, ding, ding,
ding. So just throw them out there.
Ding.
Mark.
Liverpool?
No.
Ding, ding, ding. Was it Everton?
No. Just start spitting them out, guys.
Ding, ding, ding. Manchester United.
Aston Villa.
Man City.
No.
Leicester.
West Ham.
There you go. Whoever said that. It was Leicester. I think it was Stoop.
Tom said that. Tom said it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go. All right, Mr. Tom.
Points me up. Thank you. Can we have That's My Name 600? Even though I still don't fully understand it, but let's do it.
Well, the more you're doing it, the more I'm getting it.
Yeah.
I thought he got arrested at a nightclub, but maybe it was the fashion police. I thought he got arrested at a nightclub recently.
What category was this again?
The names. So they have the same first name.
It's
last week in the Premier League.
The second I picked it, I knew I made a mistake.
Who's the fashion police?
Who sang Fashion
John
Police?
Rivers.
It was the fashion police. Because
Scott Newby got it for the Stoop crew. Yves Bissouma and Yves Saint Laurent.
Well done, Scott Newby. Carrying it. He's carrying
Pardon my
us today,
language.
Scott.
That's fucking obscure, that is. Very good.
Like I said, we've been doing this for we've been doing a lot of trivia. It's only getting worse from here, Mr. Tom. We either start recycling trivia questions.
Have you got a category?
I'm more than happy for that.
All right, Scott, you can choose a new category. Scott's killing it for you guys. He brought you guys up into second place late in the game. I would say we're definitely in the second half of the game. All right, one of you guys can choose for Scott if we don't get one.
La Liga 100, please.
Along with Real Madrid and Barcelona, which is the only other club to have played outside the Spanish, never to have
ding,
played
ding,
outside
ding,
the
ding.
top flight.
Sorry, ding, 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 ding.
Mr. Tom.
Atletico Bilbao.
Correct. Stoop crew getting close to them Stoopers. Mark, Chris.
But you're not going to dock the points because he said ding, ding, ding
before
the question was finished.
They lost 200 points and you lost 3
Mark,
for that game.
That's just the anal for being a grass.
No, man, I'm just sticking up for my partner here. You know, he got penalized.
It's because I saw, but Chris ding, ding, dinged at the same time that I ding, dinged. So if I cheated, he cheated. Fair is fair.
I actually waited till the end, and I was punished for it this time.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Manager said
last week in the Premier League.
Some people believe football is a matter of life and death. I'm very disappointed with that attitude. I can assure you it is much, much more important than that.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris.
Bill Shankly?
Correct. Your manager. There you go. Scott Newby got it as well. And he had to type it, so I'm going to give him 100 points for that.
Go on, Scott.
And Jimmy. They both got him nearly as fast as Chris. They had to type. All right. Where are we going now?
I would have got that wrong in the interest.
What's my name, Chris?
Chris?
Well, what's my name?
That's my name. 500.
It's the answer, Wayne.
Your choice.
Ding, ding, ding. No, we need to get some points back. La Liga 300.
What year did Real Madrid sign Cristiano Ronaldo?
Ding,
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ben.
2011.
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris.
2009.
Correct.
Fuck it. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, guys, it's a close match. Wayne, you and Mo Master need to get these. You guys should have got Scott Newby on your team. Najee's still like 4 minutes behind us somehow. He's putting up Bill Shankly.
No, that's my name.
He's got a great record.
In a minute.
No wonder he's got.
In a minute, it's going to come from Najee Basuma.
Let's go. That's my name. 200.
Off penalties since his amigo arrived, but he still got that 24-karat magic in his eyes, in my eyes.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris.
Bruno Fernandes and Bruno Mars.
Correct. You are correct. All right, Chris.
Let's go last week in the Premier League. 200.
Burnley equalized late in the match against Chelsea, leaving the Blues with the 2 points dropped. Blues. But how long had Vidra been on the pitch before scoring?
Ding, ding, ding.
Ben.
8 minutes.
Ooh, no.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mark.
9 minutes.
Yeah, there you go.
Mark.
There you go. He's got that.
You just gave him that by going, ooh.
Absolutely. Otherwise, it's 5 minutes of 47, 22, 13, 15, 19. It's like counting with my 2-year-old.
I watched it.
Oh, look at you. Fancy
no,
you.
We have last week in the Premier League for 100.
In the 90+2 minute of the Everton versus Tottenham match, Holgate was sent off for a dangerous tackle. What's his first name?
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris.
Mason.
Correct.
Way to go.
There's an area in York called Holgate.
Let's go La Liga 200.
Thank you for that knowledge. You got 100
That's
points.
okay.
It's good for that. What was that, Chris?
La Liga 200.
Where did Wayne even go? I was like, Wayne hasn't gotten any points in a while, but he's not even here.
That's a good way to make sure he doesn't
It
win.
just dips out.
My internet went completely out. That's what he just texted me.
Ah,
good.
He doesn't like.
He got to brag. He got to brag about West Ham.
Yeah, he was happy. Which club in Spain has finished runners-up in La Liga the most number of times?
Ding, ding, ding.
Ben.
Barcelona.
Correct. Stoop crew. Slowly building it back up. It's still within reach.
But we have Wayne's points.
Mo Master got it wrong. Scott Newby got it correct. Jimmy got it correct. Wow.
That's my name.
I expected Mo Master to know the answers before you asked the questions.
Yeah. He said he submitted them in writing. So I have to wait till we get them in the mail. That's my name for 500. Since Zaha is back and Edouard is here, it may be time to get out. This should be like much harder. Much more points for this one. This was one that I was like, oh, I could probably go pee during this one.
A palace or something.
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Damn it.
Jordan Ayew and Jordan Peele.
God damn it.
well done.
Get back.
God damn it. Leave it to Chris.
There's no P.
Well done, Chris. Well
That was
done.
very American with Jordan Peele.
You
That was a
didn't
good
see
film.
Get Out?
No.
It was all right.
Oh my God.
It's
I don't
very,
think
it
it's
is
as
very
great as-
good.
I don't think it's as good as people say, but
I'll give it a watch then. If it comes recommended by Mr. Tom, I will give it a go.
I just have to say, and the fact that I saw it like after smoking a little as well.
It's better than the follow-up movie.
They just
better than which one, Mr. Tom?
The movie they made after that, Us. It's better than that.
That wasn't very good. I didn't like that.
Oh, no.
I like the alternative ending of Get Out. Just go watch it. Let's do Managers 300.
Spoilers.
Managers for 300. As we say in Portugal, the Spurs, brought the bus and they left the bus in front of the goal.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mr. Tom.
That's Jose Mourinho.
That is correct. And that is him talking as a Chelsea manager about a team he would go forward.
He said that in 2004.
To continue parking their bus.
It was after a 0-0 draw.
And looks like Najee got that one correct. Mo Master got it. Jimmy. All right. Fellas, 3 left. How many points are still on the board? 700 points. And miraculously, you guys are like nearly 700 points difference. Nearly. We'll see how it goes. All right, Mr. Tom.
Still over after.
Can we have last week in the Premier League for 400, please?
Here we go. West Ham versus Liverpool was crazy. How many goals did Liverpool players score?
Ding, ding, ding.
Mr. Tom.
3.
Correct.
Because of the own goal.
Allison had an own goal.
Can I have 200 points for my birthday, please, Lolo?
If that's what you want for your birthday, yes, you can.
Thank you.
And for asking so
Can I have 200 points for his birthday, please?
So you dare get them deducted, you.
You cheeky fucker.
I had to. I had to try, damn it. Damn it, I had to try, lads.
All right, you need all of these to win.
That's my name.
Wayne slowly gets more points.
We're going to go with which manager said that for 200. Everyone thinks they have the prettiest wife at home. I was in 2002.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ben.
Fucking Alex Ferguson.
No. It was about
ding, ding, ding.
Mr. Tom.
Is it David Moyes?
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, all right.
Who was that?
Arsene Wenger.
Correct. It was in response.
Oh, very good.
To Sir Alex talking shit. Scott Newby coming in just a little late on that one. You would have got it. You would have ended the game. All right, that's my name for 100 will be the final question. Here we go, and this one's for the win. Worth 10,000 points. So if Wayne comes in, yeah, he could win this. Hell, I could win this. This long-haired right back has been injured for a bit, probably from kissing his sister and fighting his father.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Luke Ayling, Luke Skywalker.
There you go for the win. Ba, 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 ba.
There we go, Stoop crew.
Yes, the undefeated streak is still going.
There you go. Well done, guys. You came back to win. Mark just stopped.
I thought the hat was going to cut off the circulation to my head.
After the dad jokes were gone, Mark
and I know who the real winners were. That's all that matters.
You're always a winner in my book, Chris.
You guys did very well today. It was good. It was good.
I think I got 3 right all game. Scott Newby carried us today. Well done, Scott.
Scott Newby really did. And then you guys kind of lucked out with a Leeds United question for the last one.
Well, as soon as you said long-haired right back, I thought, right, Luke.
I immediately thought Ailing, and then I had to think, it was like, wait a minute, what's his name?
Yeah.
As I was answering it, I was still reading it.
You said Luke Ayling, but in my head, I thought you said Luke Shaw. I'm like, Luke Shaw doesn't have long hair.
No.
It's not. Nadji's just answered that question, I think.
Right.
And Scott says
5 points, if you don't mind.
Scott says had to come back this week after missing last week's. Watched it back and saw Mr. Tom lose 6,000 points.
Well
that
done,
sounds
Mr.
like
Tom.
a challenge to try and.
Mr. Tom actually didn't lose us any points, did he?
Nope.
This time, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Well, he lost you 100.
No, I
Listen,
sat here all week and what you don't know is I sat in this spot all week. I sat here practicing, doing the ding dings and making sure I wasn't going to do anything that was going to cost us big. I trained
just on
for
a
this.
point, Mr. Tom, we've got 5 minutes left. We haven't had the betting fucking bullshit from Mr. Tom.
Oh,
betting in the dark.
Mr. Tom, do you have any bets for us?
Yeah, fucking keep your money in your pocket this week. There's no value to be had in international soccer, mate.
I like it.
For the English folk.
I keep seeing your shirt as NWA, thinking you're wearing an Ice Cube costume.
New World Order, is it?
Yeah.
I know it's NWO, but I keep seeing the black hat, and I keep seeing NWA.
Wait, Mr. Tom, are you're a wrestling fan? Or do you guys watch wrestling? Because I almost had a category that was called Kane Hat Trick, and it was all about Kane the wrestler. But I was like, there's a chance.
No, if you did that, the Stoop would definitely win that week.
Yeah,
it was just to be like a diss of Harry Kane. Of like,
his
we're going to do a category.
If you had a wrestling category, I would not be the most upset person if there was a wrestling category.
No, but not all Kane.
I could do wrestling, but it has to the cutoff is like
Ultimate Warrior.
Like, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like
I'd
early
be
90s.
more specialized in like 1992.
You know,
no, I was watching it back, and I remember Tatanka was one of my favorites.
Tatanka, he was like the native Indian guy, wasn't he?
But now I look back, and I'm like, that's like fucking super racist.
Do you remember Papa Shango?
Like that guy's was Puerto Rican, all about the conflicts.
Do you remember Papa Shango? The fucking witch doctor guy, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him.
But I'm looking back and like I had the doll, and I used to go like, "Hi, yeah," like, like super racist, right? He's wearing like hot pink. They would never wear hot pink out on a hunt or anything. As a Tatanka.
You should see Terry's new FIFA character. He looks like Berserker. I swear to God, he does.
What is he saying? Your bet is the week? Oh, who is your bet this week? Did you pick the Cowboys last week? Talking NFL, I don't watch.
We don't do. This is a football show, not a throw ball show.
I did pick them last week, but it was before I knew the lineup and the quarterback was pulled and injured.
There he is.
So it fucked everything up.
Who the hell is that?
That's fucking Terry's FIFA character.
Terry's
wow.
Have you seen how short his legs are?
Thick winter hat
on. The stay of the kit. Who picked the kit?
I fucking designed that kit. Give your head a shake. God.
Wait, let's see it again. What is he getting so mad about?
It's Stoop colours. Blue, black, and yellow. That's me.
Hey, there's Ben.
Nice.
What's decided by Stevie? What decided by Stevie Wonder?
Yes.
Well, if you want some input into the kit, you have to join the Stoop crew team, Tom.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to buy TV first.
We'll buy a telly, then buy a PlayStation, then buy FIFA 22, and then we can talk about the kit.
I have the PlayStation. I have a PlayStation 4. Do you play on PlayStation 4 or 5?
Well, we're all on 4 still. We're not posh. We've got other expenses. Happy birthday to you, little one, as well, Chris.
I have FIFA and I have the PlayStation, but I don't have the telly.
Mo
We're
Master
actually
has
sharing a birthday right now, even though it's
does
two
Mo
separate
Master have
days.
FIFA 22?
I don't know.
Well, he just said, Ben, give your FIFA name. Let's see what you got.
My FIFA name, Species E351.
Speaking of which, she hasn't gone down yet, so I'm gonna go take care of her.
Right, good night.
Thanks for joining us, Chris. It's good seeing
Chris,
you.
Are you playing?
Good night, Chris.
Probably, but
Good
I'll
night,
probably
Chris.
be a little bit.
All right.
Good night,
mate.
Chris.
Mate. Take care, pal.
Happy birthday, man.
All right.
Thank you,
Well,
mate.
guys, it's
Oh,
been a
wait,
fantastic
Narge
happy
is
hour.
going as well. Good night, Narge.
It's been a
Night,
fantastic happy hour, guys. Mark, John, Ben, Mr. Tom, Wayne, Chris, all you guys who are on here, and everybody out here. Thank you guys for joining us. It's been a fun Friday, and yeah, we'll be back next week with more shows. We're going to be doing our normal slate of shows next week, and we'll be back Monday with a recap of the weekend, which is more of a look forward to the rest of the week. And then our weekend watch list on Thursday, and fantasy on Tuesday, happy hour on Friday, and again. So thank you guys. Mark, anybody else? Last words?
No, good night, Mark. Good
All right,
night,
good
Lolo.
night,
Good night,
everybody.
Tom. Good
You
night,
guys.
Stoop crew.
Thanks for joining us.
Ben,
Smash
you
a
can
like.
type your thing in there for MoMaster. Type it in the comments.
Yeah, I will do. I'll do that in
All
a
right,
second
guys.
for you, Mo Master.
Good night, Director John. Adios, bitches.
Peace.
Bichachos.
Bichacho.
Muchacho.